Hey everybody, I want you to think about this today. Your significance is your legacy to the world. Okay, I'll say it again. Your significance is your legacy to the world. So what does that mean? Very simply this. It means that you have something unique and valuable to offer the world in a way that nobody else can. Okay? And it's not just about what you can give right now. It's not just about how you can serve today. It's not just about the difference, or something that you can create or make tomorrow. It's about something that you will be remembered for even after you're gone. All right? I want you to think about this today. Your significance is what drives you to make your mark in the world, isn't it? It's something that you feel driven to identify, to figure out what that is, and to own it, and to declare and express in greater and greater measure this something that will continue to make a difference in the world, that makes a difference in your life, but that'll continue to make a difference even after you've lived it. What is it? What is this for you? Okay, that's what we're talking about today. So a great question that I've heard recently is, what is the difference your life will make 100 years after you're gone? That's a big question, right? Makes me think of another question that I ask clients sometimes, and I like to throw out there, and that is, we grow up hearing, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I've often challenged that, look, it's not so much what you want to be when you grow up, but how do you want to have mattered after you lived? What do you want to be after in the world, and be in the minds of those that you left behind after you lived your life? So what's your legacy? Now, at the end of all this, these are really great questions. They get you stretching, they get you thinking big, and dreaming is important, but all dreams are made manifest in the moment. One moment at a time. And so let's always come back to this moment, and right now we're asking the question of, well, what is your significance? I remember when Pierre Campbell, who is my mentor and coach, asked me this question. He said, well, Jason, what is your significance? Since I'm all about, the Significance Project and the Center for Significant Design and Learning and Performance, and I'm the significance coach. He's like, look, you're the significance guy. What's your significance? How are you significant to your clients? And, this was a while back. He was helping me get some clarity. And honestly, I struggled, man. I was all over the map trying to answer this question about, well, what is my significance? And some of the challenges that I was really focused on my skills. Okay. I was like, well, I'm really passionate. I really work well with people. I'm artistic. I have a gift for designing programs, so on and so forth. I'm a great trainer. But the point that I needed to get was that I wasn't going to differentiate myself by my skills necessarily, or just the experiences that I had. Ultimately I needed to ditch the resume. So I want to encourage you today, ditch the resume, guys. It's an important aspect of our careers. It's an important aspect of our lives, but let's ditch the resume for just a moment. You can use it, but let's go deeper. Let's go beneath the surface. Okay? What I had to discover personally was that my significance to my clients, okay, was understanding what drives me, okay? And that the experiences I've had and the differences that I've already made were differences only I could make in the way that I made them because of my unique fingerprint, if you will. And it's the same thing with you. And so I realized my significance was my unique perspective that I could offer, the way that I saw challenges, the way that I saw people, the way that I saw organizations, the way that I see the world in a way that's perhaps different from the way my clients might see it. So it's not so much about seeing it the way they can. It's good to get into their shoes, but then it's good to take them to another place of new possibilities by being able to see things differently. And most of us have a different perspective. So how do you bring a different perspective to the table? I had to look at the fact that I have a unique set of values. We don't all have the same values. I have a unique set of gifts, and that these gifts are expressed in accordance perhaps with a vision that I have, a different vision that I have, and ultimately all in alignment with or expressed from a place of feeling called, a calling in my life. So that's a big question for you too, is where do you feel called? And so that's a lot of why I'm doing the work that I'm doing right now. I finally got some clarity. And so I want to express my significance with you to help you be more significant, make your difference in the world. So where are you on this journey? I can tell you that your significance is something that you already are. It's not something you actually have to become, and it's in you. In fact, it is you, okay? And it's being called into existence in greater and greater measure by life, okay? It's been happening since the day that you were born. Your significance, however, is meant to be discovered. There is a journey. But it's a discovery of becoming conscious of it, becoming aware of it, okay? Then owning it and being able to have power to purposefully express it to make a difference in the world. So know this, that your significance is something that is authentically you and that it's powerful, okay? And so initially it might be something that comes naturally to you, but over time, it is something that will require you with passion to dig deeper and deeper and deeper so that you can express it in greater and greater measure for the sake of your quality of life and your joy, but for the sake of life and prosperity itself, okay? Seriously. So what is your significance? To get to the bottom of this, or to begin to get to the bottom of it, but there is no bottom, it's a continuous journey, to begin to really get in touch with this so that you can do those things we've been talking about. Here's some 5 questions for you to ask yourself. What do you feel, number 1, what do you feel called to address or create in the world? And why does this feel important to you? Number 2, how do you see, hear, and feel life or the world in a different way from other people that seems to create solutions to people's problems or improves their quality of life? Sometimes you share a perspective and people are like, oh, I've never seen it that way. That was helpful. All right. So what are those moments for you? Number 3, what do you get excited about? Or what do you find that you can easily immerse yourself in and spend hours doing and focusing on that maybe other people find boring, but you're able to do this and get into a state of flow? You forget to eat, you forget to sleep. You know what I'm saying? What are these activities and what is this focus for you? Number 4, what talents or gifts have friends, teachers, colleagues, coworkers, anybody, yourself identified that you have that are uniquely expressed from you in a way that has your fingerprint on it? And number 5, what challenges does life seem to throw at you consistently? Because in those challenges, there are opportunities that are calling you to become, to express, to develop further so that you can have mastery, so that you can make your unique mark. So what challenges keep showing up in your life? There are opportunities there. So your answers to these questions should begin to point you toward a picture that is your unique, authentic story, as well as the kinds of history that you are being called to make with your life. So take the time, answer these questions. I do ask you to please share your thoughts below. And if you have any questions for me, I'd be happy to offer my thoughts in the next video. And again, this is Jason John, the Significance Coach, reminding you that you are significant and doing my part to help you be more significant more often and win. So see you in the next episode of Live Significantly Now. Take care.